to the channel. If you're new, my name is Tyson, and this is Owning Purpose, helping you to discover your gift and own your purpose in life through personal growth, breaking limiting beliefs, and spirituality. And today we are actually at my university. I go to Florida State University. I'm graduating at the end of July, and I'm so excited. Hard work and dedication, people. But today we're talking about how to date yourself. As I was walking out here and I just finished my workout, I just wanted to talk about this concept because I think it's so important. So many people may think, oh my gosh, I need a workout buddy in order to actually work out. And you actually don't, right? You don't need someone to go out to eat with. You don't need someone to take you, on trips and things like that. You can do so many of these things on your own. So I just want to spend some time with you guys really quickly to ask you, are you willing to actually take yourself out before you ask to be taken out by someone? Okay, I had this epiphany because I've kind of been in this state where I'm very happy being single. I love myself. I've taken myself out on dates all the time. But there are times where it's like, man, I want a partner in my life, right? And do I really want a partner because I'm ready for one? You're never really ready for anything, right? But am I really aligned to emotionally be available? Because when we are manifesting a partner to come into our life, we have to understand this is a whole, excuse me, a whole new contract that we're taking in. This is a whole new person that we're inviting into our life to emotionally inflict us in some type of way, right? So are we really ready for that? And I came to myself and I said, you know what? I'm not going to force it. I'm just going to have fun with where I am right now within myself. So I want you to start thinking to yourself, is it the fantasy that you're creating in your head? And I created some other videos in this relationship series that I'm doing this month of June. And one of the videos I talked about, don't get caught up in the fantasy of someone else, right? Learn to really be happy and whole within yourself. A lot of us, and I can fall fault to this too, we'll get to talking to someone and we'll completely forget about our self-care routine, right? I'm not talking about bubble baths and face masks. I'm talking about like going out and working out by yourself, taking yourself out on campus like I did and just enjoying the nature and soaking up the environment here, right? Or going to go get yourself a bite to eat, okay? Or take yourself out to the favorite movie that you've been dying to watch, but you have no one to go with. And one of the things that is so powerful is when you learn to truly love yourself. A key to self-love is actually tapping into who you are, okay? Tapping into you going out into the world and doing things that you love to do. So how do we actually start to really date ourselves? Well, we have to realize what are the things we really love to do, okay? Because sitting around waiting on someone is not going to help us to enjoy what we really love to do even more, right? Sometimes we think like, we can bring someone along on a trip, and I did this before. I brought someone along with me to New Orleans, and it was actually quite miserable. He was very annoying. And it wasn't even somebody I was dating, he was just a friend, but it was very, very annoying. So it's just one of those things that a lot of times as we grow and as we continue to expand in life, we have to understand that we come first, okay? You have to love yourself first. You have to go deep down and say, why am I maybe attached to wanting to have people in my life when I realize that I don't need to have all these different things. I don't need to have these manifestations for me to be happy and whole within me. So this is a really big thing about courage. You have to build up the courage to stop caring about other people's opinions, because you might go out to eat for the first time and be like, these people are staring at me. These people might think I'm weird. I might feel very uncomfortable. And my suggestion to you is if you go out to a restaurant and you don't want to sit by yourself, go sit at a bar and talk to other people who are sitting there. If you don't like talking to other people, then go sit by yourself. Because I think that it's so amazing to really fall in love with yourself every day. And that is one of the things that I've come to understand. It's okay to still really want to have someone in your life. It's okay to say, man, it would be nice to have, a relationship. It would be nice to have somebody to maybe, go out on a trip with or go to dinner with. And it can get lonely sometimes. But I think that when you understand who you are as a whole, meaning like you understand your attachment styles, which I may make a video about attachment styles, so we can go deep into that. You may be someone who is very, just clingy, and maybe you feel like I wasn't able to get this from my parents, or I wasn't able to get this from whoever was your guardian, and that's why I'm so attached to maybe having someone around. And if you are attached, please go check out the video. I'm gonna put some cards up here, or I'll just put the relationship advice playlist up here, so you can go and check out the video that I made on stop obsessing over an ex, relationships and manifestations. Because I know for me, I caught myself today and I said, do I really want these manifestations? And if I got a person to come out with me tonight, if I got someone to, take me out, or if I got someone to take me on a trip, would those things make me any happier? And the answer to that question is no. Those things don't make you happy. So I believe that at the end of the day, in order for us to truly, as the car disturbs my video, as we are here in this moment in time to be happy and be whole with who we really are, we can create experiences that are so good for us. I can't tell you guys the amount of times that I've even just come out to campus today. Normally I go to the park that's down the street, and you guys, if you've been following me for a long time, you see that I record outside in nature almost all the time. And something told me today to come out to the park. And this was simply, of course I didn't, get dressed up or anything, but anytime you do an event on your own, it's a date, right? You get to learn and know yourself a lot more. I came out here. Behind me is actually where I'll be taking some of my grad pictures, and I'm so excited. But one of the things I realized was, wow, I can actually come out here and visualize and create the actual scenery that I want to see manifested in my life. And so it's a beautiful thing when you start to just have fun dates with yourself, right? And you stop caring about, everyone that's looking at you and everyone that is maybe observing you and watching you. Some of you might be saying, okay, like, you went to college, did you make videos while you were in school? Of course I did, right? And when the campus was like filled with people, I was always making videos. And of course that was scary because I was doing it by myself, right? I thought people were gonna look at me really weird. But the truth is that a lot of people gave me a lot of courage for that. And it's all because I started with myself. You understand? Right? So I got opportunities because I started with myself. And all I'm saying is, when you are dating yourself, you begin to have adventures and explore things within yourself. And so you're not looking for external validation, because you know that everything that you want to get from someone else, get from a lover, get from an ex, get from whoever, get it to yourself. One of the things I wanted to manifest was someone that I was dating back in 2019, and I wanted to just not necessarily date them again, but to kind of be like in their aura, right? Because sometimes, you date someone and it just was such a good bond and such a healthy bond that you're kind of like, I want to kind of see this person again, like, I don't mind. But I realized that me depending on that person, me depending on that external source, was that going to make me happy for real? And I started to feel really down. I took a nap earlier today, and I got up and it was storming and raining and it was really dark in my room, and I felt my body get really sick. And I was like, you know what? I have to get up and I have to make a change. All right? And one of the things that came up was this fear of, if I don't manifest this person to come before I leave here, and then all these thoughts were coming up in my head, and these were just paradigms. None of these things were true, but I had to understand these are just paradigm cycles of overthinking that has nothing to do with who I am. Because the truth is that whether I have this person or whether I, not have them, but whether I'm able to experience them again or not, I've been going for a couple years without having them around. I've been going for a couple months without having them around. What would change? If I've been able to have such a good time with myself, if I've been able to do so many cool things with myself, and I don't feel even the need to reach out to these people anymore, that means I'm doing pretty damn good, right? So it's always a reminder of, I'm doing good right where I am, okay? Some water just fell on my nose. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. And I will say, it's not easy. I will say that there are times and days where it's like, you're gonna want to have someone in your life, right? You're gonna wanna be with someone. You're gonna wanna have your friends around. It doesn't have to be romantic, right? But you have to remember that it is you that is in control of this whole reality, right? When you are dead, it is you that goes in the ground or gets cremated or whatever it is that you desire for yourself, right? It is you, right, that wakes up in your bed. It is you that closes the door. At some point in time, we are by ourselves, is what I'm saying. At some point in time, you are going to be in a car by yourself. At some point in time, you're going to go for a walk by yourself, right? So if you don't learn to love yourself first, you don't learn to enjoy your own company right where you are by yourself, and you are depending on other people to always be a part of what you have to do. People who always want their friends to go everywhere with them. They're always around somebody. You never see them at home. They're always out with somebody. Those are people who are not very comfortable with themselves, okay? And it's okay, because I was like that too, all right? I was very clingy to certain people at a certain point in my life. But when I was in high school and I lost a lot of these friends because of my parents going through a divorce and a bunch of other things that I mentioned in my Inner Child Healing series that I did last month. You can check that out on my playlist. Okay, I realized that my attachment was so deep to wanting to have people around, and when I was so mean to all the things I was going through, I lost all those people. And the universe said, well, now you have no choice but to be by yourself and learn to love yourself. Now, when we are people who can be by ourselves, I'm a very extroverted person. I'm a Capricorn. I love my extrovertness, but I am also very comfortable being in my own space. I'm very much my own best friend. And so you have to kind of have a balance with that. You can't always be like by yourself in your room or just by yourself doing things. I'm very comfortable with going out and doing things on my own. Okay, I've been to football games by myself. I've been to, all different types of events. And you have to just learn, this whole point of the video is be comfortable with yourself. Work on yourself, work on loving yourself, because one of the things I want to practice when I do start dating again, and when I do date someone that is really serious for a long-term time, because the last time I really did that was in 2019, and one of the things I want to practice is the same routines and the same things that I've been doing now, to continue to keep doing them once I get into a dating situation again, right? To continue to keep practicing these things, because sometimes we'll date someone and we get so caught up in them that we don't realize that we have to still keep practicing the things that we've been doing all along. All right. And what I would say to you lastly, if you're struggling with this and you're like, I'm feeling really dependent and I don't necessarily know how to get rid of this attachment, I would say please go watch that video that I'm going to put up in the cards. You can go to my playlist and you can see the relationship advice playlist, and please go watch that video about how to stop obsessing over an ex, okay, or manifestation. I have another video about how to be happy, okay. I'll try to remember to put these in the links above. But I really believe that it's just about being authentic, right? Love yourself, be proud of yourself, and just learn that it's a process of healing. I don't have it all together. Okay, I have days sometimes where I will create videos and I'll be like, man, I'm creating these videos about love and all this other stuff, but I'm like, I'm not really living them out all the time. But it's like, no, I am living this out. I am loving myself more. I am learning to date myself and be happy with that. It's just about understanding it's all a process, and you have to learn, and you have to just give grace to yourself in this process, okay? I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please make sure you smash that like button, because I know that this will give so many other people value. Make sure you hit the big old red subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you're alarmed every single time that I drop videos, which is every week, multiple times throughout the week. I got stuck there. But I'm really appreciative of just being able to create this series. I really wanted to share my relationship advice, and thank you to everyone who's leaving comments. I mean, like, I really do appreciate it. These videos are doing really well, and I'm so grateful. And so just remember, you guys are not alone, all right? The universe is always with you. God is always with you. Continue to keep journaling, continue to keep praying. I have tons of videos. I really highly suggest that you guys go through my videos on here and just scroll through and see whatever topics resonate with you, and please watch them, because I'm so big on helping, especially younger people, but helping everyone to just be in tune with their own selves, loving their inner child, fixing their healing wounds, learning to love themselves and be dating themselves, so that you can attract the best into you, okay? Because we always attract not what we are, not what we are, but who we are. Not what we are, but who we are, who we embody in ourselves. We're always attracting what energy and what effort we put into ourselves are the people that we then attract into our life. So the more you learn to love yourself, the more you learn to date yourself, the more you learn to be absolutely happy with yourself without needing other people around, that is when you will attract the most amazing blessings into your life, all right? So make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. I will see you guys in the next one. Please go down below in my description box. Follow me on TikTok. It's 𝐸𝐸𝐸 with 1 underscore, okay? Go down below, drop a comment today. What did you learn from today's video? Please go down below and comment your thoughts. See you guys later. I'm going home.